Okay, so let's go. Oh, shit! B tier. We're official.
Oh
We're
my,
official.
Brad, this is crazy.
You went all out.
So we can get rid of these.
So we can just throw them up against the
Chuck 'em off
wall.
the table
Dude,
quick.
look at
We have a lot going on here. What do you want to do first, Brad? Also, welcome back to Brad Tier, everyone. This is a part 3 episode.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
probably
say,
did-
like,
you
I was gonna
probably
say, is this
already
part
watched
3?
Part 2.
Yeah.
Before you
But
watch part 1.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
So we can open this first.
Okay. Well, you can open it.
No, I'm not touching it.
I'm not gonna do anything.
I'm not
man.
touching it. He says that it's about to blow up.
Yeah, I remove this then.
It's a
box.
bomb, dude.
It's a box
That's
instead
what
of
I'm
a
saying.
box.
He got us a bomb
It
for
said
Christmas.
fragile right up there.
Okay, so let's go. Oh, shit! B
Oh
tier.
my.
We're official.
Oh
We're
my,
official.
Brad. Brad, this is crazy.
You went all out.
This is insane.
So we can get rid of these.
So we can just throw them up against the
Chuck 'em off
wall.
the table
Dude, look
quick.
at here.
Yeah, I've held them.
Oh no, I'm handing you one.
Oh
Yeah.
my. Oh
these
my,
are
this is
lit.
incredible. I'm surprised it doesn't say Brad Tier. I'm like half not disappointed.
Well, now I know what to get next.
Yeah, next year.
This is pretty cool, man. I like that. This is pretty
Top
badass.
tier
This
too.
is so sick.
You
So,
guys were all scared.
everybody at home, Brad has
can
the
hold up to the
idea, like
camera.
when as soon as we get like shelves behind us and stuff, and actually have like
Those are
room
not
behind the
those.
set. We
Honestly,
It's
I
not
thought
even
that's what that bookshelf you
I can
bought was
open
for.
Well, I mean, that one's not
No,
gonna fit
it's-
behind
it
here,
seats
but
right.
this one's
Okay.
just for me. But oh my gosh! So yeah, it says B tier 2025, and then we're gonna have. I'm assuming we're just gonna buy these every year from here on out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he
says.
this is gonna be tough because we're gonna have to add whiskey to this and then
Yeah.
drink it on the last pod. You know, so like it's just gonna be like a
We
kerfuffle
you
of
can-
everything.
we pour from your
We can do
other
it.
bottle into that one.
Yeah, well, I almost want to put that like jalapeno stuff in here.
Let's mix. We're mixing them all, aren't
I'm
we?
gonna put this
And then
center.
that's gonna be
for
our bottle
now.
for the end of the year. That
And
one.
then-
For 2025.
Yeah,
I
oh
guess I'm
man.
just gonna
We just-
transfer my glass.
That's what I did.
Or
Yep.
transfer the
Yep.
ice to the other glass. 'Cause That's a
Yeah,
lot.
look
Wait,
at
did
that.
you got the lucky cup too?
I did get the lucky
Ooh,
cup.
that's
Too bad.
crazy.
Too
When
bad.
you came,
Oh yeah, it's not your
Too
game
bad.
anymore to play. Huh? I get it. Oh man, this
when
is
I came
sick.
in and you had ice in these, I was like,
Not for long.
Long, right? This is
Son
awesome.
of a gun. All right. Well, I mean, we got a lot of glasses now. We got this is this is gonna be awesome.
I'm
This is like a
excited.
new life.
So now it's like we have 4 different whiskeys. So now everybody can just pick whatever one you want to open up.
3 whiskeys and a cognac.
Yeah.
Or a cognac.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Hennessy.
Yes, gotta be proper.
Sorry. Hennessy for those at home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, Brad, whatever you want to dig into, whatever you want to start with. If you want to do the oceans, we can. Oceans
Oceans is
probably
pretty
the-
fire.
this one?
It's going to be
Nope,
this
the
one
little
right
one.
here.
Yeah,
I
right there.
can't see that angle.
Oceans aged at sea. It's probably one of the better
That's my-
whiskeys that I've had.
that's my favorite
like, just in
whiskey.
general.
Is it?
It's
Mhm.
his favorite.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's
so
my
that's
favorite.
awesome. But we have really good choices right now. Like
We
this
do.
larceny is also like kind of digging at me. It's like,
I think I'm going larceny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going larceny.
yeah, I might join you on that.
That'll be glass number 2. I'm definitely going with some Aged by the Sea.
But I
here.
guess this is yours. Can I have
Yeah, yeah,
a sip?
Yeah.
Well, that was awesome. So that's like our
A good way to
first-
start the
yeah,
pod,
that's
guys.
a great way to start the pod. Now I see why you wanted this aired
Yeah.
as soon as possible,
Yeah.
but Brad, it'll come out in March. I have a quick question for everybody today.
No.
So if you were gonna go up, or if somebody was gonna go up to you on the street randomly and ask you for one thing that you could help them with, and it could be the best thing that you're just the best at, could be at work, could be whatever, at hobby, what do you think you'd tell them? I'll go with you first.
Best that I.
So somebody comes up to you on the street
What are you good at? I need your help.
and they ask
doing
you
it.
for help with something that you're the best at.
Oh, this.
What are you gonna help them with?
Okay.
The first instinct goes straight to archery.
Archery,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna say archery for
Yeah,
you, but
yeah. It's like I'll
I can't talk for you,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
but I could if I
'Cause
really
it-
needed
there's-
Setting the
to.
bar
there's-
really high already.
There's been a lot of times where I will jump in and I'll ask them
Can't
like
drink yet.
just I'll sit there and I'll watch them shoot and then I'll like, hey, you do this and that, like do minor changes, like hey, change your anchor point from here to here, or change your grip, and then we start from there because you don't want to overload somebody because it's like it'll get them self-conscious and they're not going to perform right. You
Yeah.
do small tweaks, then you build on each one because it's all a step process. So yeah.
No, archery. All right. How about you, Phil?
You'd either be like trying to teach them to fish or how to grow marijuana.
All right.
Because I'm good at both.
Darn tootin'.
Yeah.
Darn tootin'.
Imagine
Yeah.
some guy in the
You've been
street comes up to
slaying
you and
those
he's like,
pipes.
"Hey, can you help me
Hey.
grow marijuana?"
Yes, I
You gotta
can.
just be like, "Marijuana?"
First, it's are you a cop?
Yeah. Are you a fan?
Are you DEA? Worst DEA agent ever.
Abracadabra.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of the situation and then figure it out later.
Rat
about
tier.
you, Brad?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about just being lazy. Just how to like be
How
comfortable.
to be lazy.
Yeah. How to like just zone out and like
Yeah.
because people have such stressful lives and they
How,
don't
how
know
to get
how
the cops called for weighing out BBs. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's really
But
good
I
at
never
that
got a
one, yeah.
ticket. And maybe that's what I.
Oh,
How to
he's
talk
not
to
that
people.
good at it
How to
yet.
get out of
How to
jail.
talk to
I teach people how to talk.
Yeah.
Yes.
How to get out of
There we go.
tickets with cops.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
What about you?
Don't listen to cops.
Me? Oh,
You guys
man.
are all great.
Gun to my head, I'd probably say crypto. But
A gun to your head, damn.
if I had like a better
Teach me.
options,
Yeah.
I was just like, maybe I can like weave out of this. I would probably say 3D printing or like editing videos. So I'd probably do a little bit of,
My first thing was like
You
editing
mad.
editing media.
yeah, that might be it. But I mean, I think I would do like 3D printing. I think if I had to like pick the fun activity, I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
here's how you 3D print, and then get them all like invested in like that, and then just like undercut them with like, oh, you should just buy this other one that's like way easier, and it's just plug and play, And that's what I would
That's
do.
it.
So I would get
We're
them
gonna
in with
teach
like
them how to buy a new one and
Yeah,
then just
I
plug
would-
it in and
I would
push
get
start.
them into like an Ender V3 just so I can like teach them the software and all that, and then just like recommend that they buy a bamboo. Like that would be it. But it'd be kind of fun. And then I don't know, like I don't think I really have any other like major skill that I just have to like shove on them. But crypto would keep them occupied too. I could get them to lose all their money. Might be kind of fun, like
BDE boys.
yeah, put
To the moon.
$5K into this, and then watch it go to nothing. Oh, you should have sold. You idiot. Do you not know what this is? Do you not know what crypto is? Oh, you don't?
So, I think the last episode I was on, it was before Christmas.
Our
It was our
Christmas.
Christmas
It was our
episode.
Christmas
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
And I said to you, and it got into a short that about my Hawaiian shirt.
Mhm.
And then you said you want
Oh.
one for Christmas.
I was
Yeah,
gonna.
and I
yeah,
said the
yeah.
size. Well, some people heard that. So
Some people.
Some people heard that.
Oh yes, Sasquatch.
My God.
Dude,
Yes.
that's the big reveal. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's legit, man.
they bought this for
Is
me.
it wifey?
and they
Is
said-
wifey who heard?
Was it?
Oh, we're getting
We
big.
Yeah, we got a listener.
We're famous.
Yeah.
They bought this and they said, "Can you wear this on the next podcast?" And
Yes,
I was like,
yes, you can.
absolutely. And then do a big reveal.
It's awesome.
Oh, that is so.
No one buys
cool.
me anything to wear on the pod.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, is whiskey decanters and glasses not good
I'm
enough?
not wearing that. I mean,
not
wait.
yet. If you get slosh
I got
later,
you.
it might help.
I
don't
got
know.
you. I'll get you something nice.
Oh, Brad, that's
One
that's
for
a
each
sick
hand.
shirt,
Tape
man.
them around. You know, back in the
It
old
reminds me
days.
of like almost Marvel comic-y. Like I don't know why, but like the shadowing
Yeah.
and the touch up and stuff. I don't know. It's pretty dope. Sasquatch Hawaii
It was
for the
just
win.
it was so funny.
Yeah. Who
I
told you?
can't tell you.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
was told
we
not
can't
to
name
say
drop
it.
fans.
I'm just
Yeah.
happy. I'm just happy it became a short.
Yeah.
When I edited that, I was dying. I was like,
Lots of people who saw it were dying.
yeah, good. It was good content. Oh man, yeah. So I don't know, guys. I didn't really have any like agenda tonight. You know what I mean? Like,
we ever have an agenda?
I have
you
a
know,
couple.
He has a couple.
I have a couple.
He comes in with stories every time.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry, I live a fun life.
yeah.
My bad.
That's what it was though. We did have to get to like untold stories by Brad because I didn't hear them on purpose. I was like delaying gratification for the last like 3 weeks.
He's like, I can't-
he's like, hey, do you want to hear this? And I'm like,
Like,
not yet.
yeah.
Save it for the pod.
I want a real reaction. Okay.
Yeah, and then we like tried to title them. So I think it was like pineapple. Was that the word that you wanted me to tell you to bring up that one story? Like Story 1 or story 2. I don't
Upside
remember.
down pineapple.
Yeah, upside down. That's what it was. Upside down.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
You
yeah,
get a little wild in Florida, man.
It must have been really drunk that night.
Yeah, right. Or did you go to the what is that community, the old folk community, where you put all the scrunchies and stuff like that on your golf carts? Let you know what you're into.
Yeah.
There's a retirement community just known for swingers.
You should go to Florida. They make it obvious.
Yes. Oh, it's straight up
I
obvious.
don't know if it's a selling point for me.
We always hear these stories, Brad. I've been to Florida though, so I can't say anything.
But so have you seen it?
The
We're
old
getting off
folks home?
topic. We're getting
No.
off topic again. I
We're
want to
not
tell,
really not
Sorry, we'll
topic.
we'll bring it back
We're
I
around.
want to tell a
He
story.
brought it up.
Yeah, I know he did.
Yeah.
I want to tell a story. This is so we went. It was Caitlin's birthday a couple days ago, and we went to the Mall America with her family to celebrate. And like it was like a lot of fun. It was like a chance for everyone to get like out of their comfort zone and be like fun and not just like worrying about things and stuff. And like we took separate cars so that they could leave early. And me and Caitlin went to Dave and Buster's. We had a blast. We had a couple of drinks, more than a couple of drinks, and like we started going home. It's midnight, and it's like a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, it's a trip.
So, you got me in the Creepcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can probably tell.
Yep, I'm going to tell them.
Tell everyone at home.
Yeah, give us a little backstory.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking. I don't know what you're talking about that either.
Yep.
I do, but I
So-
won't interject.
Creepcast is like these two guys who basically read horror stories, and then they do like commentary on them and stuff while they're reading them. Some of them are anything from like ghost stories to like monster stories to like real life actual like.
So like that time that he met the Mothman.
It could be in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So it's like anything, and like they do commentary, so it's like funny and scary. They're like, "Ha ha, holy shit, that's terrifying," and then later like, "Ha ha, this is fun." So I was like trying to stay awake. I recently listened to Pen Pals. That's what it's called.
Oh yeah.
That's the one's my new favorite, honestly.
Is it a podcast or was it just an
It's
episode
on
in
YouTube.
that series?
It's on YouTube.
Oh, it's
It-
YouTube.
it's on Spotify,
They're
too.
on Spotify. They're on YouTube. They're on Apple.
You're talking
everything.
about the ghost stories plays, but that's
Yep.
the name of the name of
The
the
name
episode.
of the thing is
The
the
name
show
of the
is called
episode.
Creepcast.
Yeah.
Oh, Creepcast, but the episode you're referring to is Pen Pals.
Pen
Pals.
Pals.
Okay, want to make sure for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
Yep.
Creepcast and then Pen Pal is
Is
the
the
episode.
episode. All right,
title.
all right.
Yeah.
So Pen Pals is about a little kid who, and I don't know if you guys ever did like in like kindergarten where you send like a random letter to a person, and then they give it back to the school and they read it. It's okay. They give it to the kid, and then they're like, okay. It's like my favorite color is blue too. Wow. So that's kind of what it is. And this kid keeps getting these letters in the mail, and they're like weird blurry pictures. And then like as he keeps getting them, one day he like sets them all out and makes this huge picture of his school with him in it. And he's 6, so he doesn't think anything bad of this. And then he starts getting letters in the mail, and his mom's seeing them, and she's like, "What's going on?" And it becomes like this creepy horror story of this. And it starts off like they're like laughing about it. They're like, "Ha, this is kind of like, wow." Remember when we were in school how bad like it's the 90s, so nobody thought this was weird. And then like within an hour, it goes from funny to like terrifying, and it gets like super real. So I'm driving a little buzzed, and like as I'm driving through towns,
Supposedly, officer.
Yeah, allegedly.
Cheers. Yeah,
Don't-
cheers.
Allegedly speaking.
Cheers. Pen Pals.
you know how like when you drive through like a little town at night, it's always like creepy, and you go like underneath the light, and it's always like ooh. And then sometimes they're like the blinking light.
It's
You're
like
like,
ours, yeah.
yeah, you
Yeah.
have to go like down a different aisle or lane, and you're like, nope. That's what I was like. No,
Seen this
hey,
movie too many times.
Every time it's like slow down 25. I was like, oh, I don't
You're
want
setting
to.
me up.
Yeah.
And then there's me in the back seat without an unlit Game Boy, and I'm like trying to
Oh,
play
yeah, yeah,
underneath
yeah.
the light. Yeah, but I can't.
Well, Caitlin's out cold. She
Yeah.
can't sleep. She can't go in a car for more than 30 minutes without sleeping. So it's just me and my thoughts and his horror story. And this
In
dark
this small
road.
ass town.
Me.
Oh, just drive down
all ass
52.
down, a little buzz.
So like,
It's the Mothman. Oh,
and then like, there was like 3 detours. And every single detour, I'm like,
Another right turn.
You're gonna go.
and then a
You're
right,
gonna go
and then
this
a
way,
left.
and then like we're out of town. I was like, yes, and then we're in the woods. So I was like,
Cabin in the woods. Here we go.
The train's like
So-
following you off the tracks.
and then like we had to stop at a gas station, and I had to like stop there, and I'm just like sit in the car, and the kid was like, okay, we're just getting gas. I was like, yep. I'm gonna get like energy drink and stuff. Go in, and it's like always like the weird guy who's just like
The red herring #1, yeah.
so. And then this guy comes over and asks me for like money. I'm like, bro, it's 3 a.m. Like, am I the first person you've seen all night? No, I don't have money. I'm sorry. And he's like, and he's all like drugged up and stuff. So I just ran to the car and started driving because I'm not scared shitless. I'm just like, I wanna
They
drive.
wrote this story about him.
I'm dying out here.
Yeah. So like,
Kid became pen pals.
yeah. He could have been my best friend. He could have been on the podcast.
He asked you for money. Did you tell him you were in crypto?
No.
You don't have any money?
I said I don't have cash. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I'm in crypto. He'd feel bad for you.
He
He'd probably
wanted me to
give
buy
you
him
money.
smokes. Finally we get home. I had to pause that video 3 times just driving because I was like, just need to take a deep breath. Let's go back to it. And even in the podcast, they get scared. And there's a couple of times when they're like, they pause the story and they're like, this is terrifying. And they're like, take a deep breath. And I'm like, I'm right with you. Like, oh, whew. I don't know what my blood pressure was, but it was pretty high. So finally we get home. We go inside. We bring in all our shit that we want and stuff, whatever. I wake up and I hear like, in like the pen pals, they have a Polaroid picture that they keep hearing. And I wake up to like the sound of like that, and then it stops. I was like, what is that? I look, and I'm looking at the ceiling, and all of a sudden bright light hits the ceiling and goes away. And I was like, it's just my phone. Just a notification is lighting up the room. And I look at my phone, and my phone's this way. And I was like,
What the?
Not my phone.
so I sleep against the wall. Caitlin's there. So I like look over Caitlin, and I'm like preparing myself for like something, and I don't see anything, but I hear like this noise again. The fucking cat's scratching the door. So I am like, my heart's beating this.
Fucking
I can't
cats.
go back to sleep now. Yeah. So I can't go back to sleep. So I go in the garage. I have my 3D printer in the garage. I'm like, I just start the next print, take a deep breath, and then we can go back to bed. All I have, just so you guys have the picture, is just a robot. I go in my garage, start the printer. I'm taking deep breaths, trying to relax. All of a sudden, on my garage door, my garage is connected to my house, so it's not like, yeah, now it's just like, it was nothing. I didn't hear anything. So I grab a hammer and a screwdriver.
That's what I'm doing. Like, I slapped the, yeah.
Well, I have a
I'm
hammer.
locked in at this
I
point.
have a hammer and a screwdriver in a row. I go outside my house, Call of Duty style.
Yeah, light in one hand.
I see fucking woodpeckers leave. I look up at the sky. I don't care if you believe in God, like Zeus, Odin, whatever God you believe in. Someone's going up in heaven going, he.
We got him this time.
I go back to bed. Caitlin wakes up, and she goes,
Oh, no.
"Are you okay? You look scared." And I said, "I am scared shitless.
I'm fine.
It's been a morning, love." She's like, "What happened?" And I explained everything to her. She's like, so it wasn't nothing really there. I'm like, it was just a higher power messing with me.
They're all like cats now. Woodpeckers now.
Yeah, there's like a guy pressing the button in the control room. Yeah.
Wait, woodpeckers again.
Cabin in the woods. Cabin in the woods.
I did say we're going to take a break from horror stories for a week.
Couple days. You're fine. You're back at it.
So
Oh,
I
man.
almost died.
Yeah.
The whole time I was
Yeah,
like,
to be dramatic.
It would have
you
been
know?
a new.
whole
It would have been a
time.
new story for their show.
the whole time I was like,
man.
this is how they're going to find me in a robe, nothing underneath.
Hammer.
This guy was listening to our show.
Hammer in hand.
And then they're going to like, news report, big fat guy was working on 3D printer and found dead.
More at 11.
With multiple stab wounds, no bigger than a millimeter. In the temple.
Peckered to
places.
death.
Oh my God. Then a week later, don't start laughing yet.
Hee hee. The gods are at it again.
To heat.
We went to the Kalahari. It was a vacation I wanted to do, and I was like, we haven't gone swimming. We didn't get to go swimming all summer because of like my recovery stuff, and we wanted to go to like a water park. So I'm like, let's go. So we went to Kalahari. We spent one night there, and we go up on like some of the rides. They have an indoor water park, and we went on some of the slides. We go up the stairs, and there's like 3 slides, and she goes, which one does what? And the guy looks at her like, they're slides. She's referring to one that's a toilet bowl, and she didn't want to do that one. But the guy does not understand what Caitlin's trying to ask, because she just says, what does the slides do? Go down.
The water. You see?
And the guy doesn't speak very good English.
Oh,
so,
no.
Yeah. So the guy's just like, well, this is the blue slide, and this is the orange slide. And she's like, okay. I was like, I take the blue one. Caitlin's like, I take the orange one. Again, she didn't want to go down the toilet bowl one. 2 seconds down the slide, she sees the toilet bowl.
Toilet bowl.
And she's like, no!
Oh, funny.
Please, man with accent, help me. Please.
I go down my
dying.
slide. Go in the water. I get up. I'm like, wow, that was fun. Go over and I try and find her. And she's coming over to me and she's like, how was your slide? I was like, it was good. Like, when, you know how slides work. It was fun. She's like, did you go in like a lot of water? I'm like, I mean, I went in water. It was like 3 feet. She's like, was it scary? I'm like, no. She goes, mine was terrifying. Mine was the toilet bowl. I didn't want to do it. And I was like, look. So I gave her like a hug, and I was like, I kind of want to do it. And she's like, it's terrifying. I was like, I drove home from Mall America,
Large pen pal, okay?
so I can do
idea.
anything.
Yeah.
And when we did these, it was getting late, so they're like starting to close down. So like when I went to go do it, they're like, "Hey, the ride's closed." I was like, "Ah." So the next day, we go to the water park, and me being the adventurous type, not realizing age is catching up to me and stuff, I went on like 5 rides. The one that like drops you straight down, I did that one 6 times. I'm dizzy. I go down 2 more ones. I went, and then Caitlin's like, I'm like, all right, I'm ready for like the toilet bowl. And I'm like already like doing this. And Caitlin's like, I want to watch you. So she stands where she can watch me. I go down the ride, and you know you do this.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to go feet first.
Eh.
Yeah. You're supposed to.
Suggested.
You're supposed
Recommended,
to. Yep.
you know?
So I was doing this, and then instead of doing circles, I just started going back and forth. And I was like, I don't think this is how it's supposed to go. And instead of going feet first gently in the water, I went head first. My body goes 90 degrees this way. I look up for some dumb reason, and water just hits me like this, and I get KO'd by water. I panic in the water. I climb out of the water, and I can just feel my whole side of my head and shoulder just numb. And then I just find the nearest bench, and I just sit down.
Sad, defeated Brad.
Caitlin comes over. She's like, "Did you have fun?" I'm like, "I got KO'd by water."
Yeah,
Like,
hell yeah. I
and
had
she looks
fun.
at me, and there's like a big circle red. And I was like, I'm going to take a break from water rides for a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
It's like the feeling you get when you belly flop and you.
Oh,
just
yeah,
miss it.
exactly.
Yeah, it is
imagine the
bad.
feeling of your belly flop,
But
just
on your
in-
head.
Yeah, just,
Just on your forehead.
this eye is not going straight. It's
You're looking at way more than like the black floaty. It's like you are out here. I get it. Oh man. Do you have any other insane?
we did 2 escape rooms.
You did 2 of them?
Yeah. Oh, we always
Oh
do
my
escape.
gosh.
Yeah.
Did
These ones were
you-
top tier.
Well, okay, hold up. Before we go into that, did you tell us your first the one with like
The horror one.
yeah, the
I
horror
don't think
one?
I did on this podcast.
I don't know if we did that on pod.
Jeff, have you heard?
I don't
No,
Okay.
I haven't heard.
We
so
have to
it
ask
wasn't on
Jeff.
here.
He's
Yeah.
he knows.
So, yeah.
You
I
know
would know.
everything.
Yeah.
Phil and me were like, oh, we might have heard it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You want me to do that one?
Well, that one was super animated, so you might not want to do that on the pod.
I don't know how.
So like when he was telling me,
I can do it without like getting up.
yeah, I don't know if it would be as fun though.
Okay. And I just do the pot that we did in our trip.
Yeah, you could do the 2 that you did over the week.
I'll tell you just this little tidbit. Our first escape room. It was our anniversary, and we're like trying to figure out what to do.
Was this down in Florida? Or was this up
in
here?
you
Florida.
guys
Okay.
need like water,
I take
drinks.
more water.
I'll do water and another ice cube because I'm gonna dig into some 1776.
So our first escape room, again, our anniversary, we're trying to figure out what to do, and she goes, "You want to do escape room?" I was like, "That sounds so much fun." So she's looking up escape rooms, looking at reviews, and she found one that had amazing reviews, nothing but good things. She's like, "This one sounds great." All right. So she's like reading the descriptions. All right, one's this Western one, like you trying to help your buddy get out of like jail and stuff. I'm like, that sounds fun. One's this horror one where you're trying to find this 6-year-old who's a serial killer. I'm like, that sounds terrifying.
Right? Yeah. Who doesn't
One
want
that
to
says
find a
monkey
six-
see, monkey do, and it says recommended for experts. I'm like, we're not experts. So how's the Western one sound? She goes, oh, I booked a horror. I'm like, I just die on our anniversary. It's fine. Well,
Comes out like Saw. Let's play a game.
all right. I'm just gonna tell the story. So,
They're here.
but when we get to the place, it's like,
You'll float too.
yeah, when we get there, the guy's like, "Have you guys done escape rooms before?" And we're like, "Nope." He's like, "And you chose horror?" I'm like, "Yeah,
chose horror."
I know. I said the same thing. Blame this one." And she's like, "It's gonna be so much fun." I was like, "For one of us." So like the story
You're not a
is,
horror fan or something?
I get scared easily. Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
I'm, you know how like most like horror movies, the girls like goes to the guy and hugs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm more like trying to be brave, and I'm like, yeah, hug me. But I just want comfort too.
You wanted this one?
Yeah. You can continue.
So I'm telling the story. I don't care what you said.
I don't care what you say.
All right, Brad. Do it.
So when we do this escape room, so the whole story is that we're actually watching this live video, and it's like this old house that was built in like the 40s. It had a mom, dad, 2 twin sisters, a younger brother, and a dog. The sisters are like 7. The brother's like 3, and the dog, whatever. One of the sisters killed everyone
Welcome. Oh, okay.
except for the other sister. They found her, and they don't know where this mass murderer 7-year-old is. So like when you're watching this video, you're watching like a crime investigation, and they're like live people like investigating this house, and then there's like a live officer talking to like the sister they found, like, hey, we're having you live with your aunt and stuff while we like find your sister and stuff. And she's like, last I saw her, she was in the closet. And I was like, okay.
So now with this, is this all storyline or or is there somebody?
This is on TV.
Oh, okay.
We're watching
I wasn't
the
sure if
TV.
they had an actress or someone
It's
like that
it's
playing
live.
the playing that said part where you actually communicating with somebody.
this was
Would
all-
that'd be even freakier because you're actually communicating with somebody that's all dressed up in costume and stuff like that. It's like
Just
talk-
you wait.
Okay.
Just
But
you
wait, there's more.
Yeah. So like, yeah, you've heard the story.
Oh, I
So,
know. I'm waiting.
so like, I watched this and I already like, my heart's already like, why are we here? I'm not going to handle this. And he goes, does anyone have to go to the bathroom before you start? I was like, yes, I'm going to shit my pants
Yes.
before when we're in this. So he's like, down the hall to your right. All right, I go down the hall, go to the bathroom. I'm back. All right. Put all your phones here. He tells us like the rules of escape rooms. And then like he gives us a walkie-talkie. And then if we want any hints, we just wave him down and say we want a hint. And then like he'll guide us. So if we're like doing something way off, or if we were doing something right and we stop, he's like, oh, you can continue doing that. And
You're cold.
yeah, kind of like that.
Hot.
He won't.
Yeah.
But like he wanted us to like try to feel the full experience of escape room. All right, so we walk in and it's like the old timey house, you know, when they had like the creepy dolls, the clowns, pictures that was terrifying, and like we didn't start yet, and I'm looking underneath the kid's bed. I'm like looking in the kid's closet, and the guy's like, "We're the only ones in this house. We're the only ones here. It's just the three of us." I'm like, I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
And he's like, sir, we are the only ones here. I'm like, you can keep lying to me all you want.
Is this the person that's
The guy,
Yeah.
the
executing
man.
the rules?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is scripted.
This is
scripted.
Let's just
This
say,
is not B tier. This is not
let's
B
just
tier.
say,
This is
Let's
H
just-
tier for horror.
let's call him
Yeah.
let's call him Daniel. Daniel. I don't know his name, but Daniel.
Okay.
So Daniel's like we're with just the three of us. I'm like, fuck no, it's not. There has to be. It's a horror escape room, and like I'm looking under the beds, and the beds only go like this far off the ground, so it's like no way someone could fit in it. But my brain's playing with myself. Caitlin's just like into it. She's like watch like the guys explaining rules. Hey, if there's red stickers, don't rip it off the walls. And then so like it begins, and she just goes crazy, starts doing all this stuff, trying to figure out puzzles. I'm still scared shitless. So then there's one point where she's like, that lock through like the drawer over there, I got the code, can you go unlock it? I read it to you. Okay, what is it? She reads it to me. I'm like, I open it, and right when I open it, I go poof, and I like slam the drawer shut, and she was like, why did you do that? I'm like, there could have been a person in there. Every drawer, every cupboard,
Bust their nose
boom.
real quick.
So like, and like the room's lit up. It's more lit up than this. It's just very
Very
subtle.
bright horror.
Yeah. And she's like, love, it's not terrifying. And then like we start finding hints, and like we found a letter. It's like happy birthday from the sister's name is Sarah and Samantha. It's like happy birthday, Samantha. And I'm like, oh, Sarah didn't get a birthday card. That's a reason to kill her whole family. Oh. And not like sarcasm and just making me like smile and like get through this trauma. And it's like, you find out the dad put the dog down. Oh, my dad killed my dog, so I killed my whole family. That's a good reason. Oh, just trying to handle this. Yeah, I was not handling it well.
They call that coping. Right?
Coping in an escape room. You know it's intense.
Yeah, that's definitely the title of the short. Like, I
Yeah.
come up with that better myself.
So then like we open this door, and it gets to like this living room, and they have like a box TV, this old timey sofa. And when it said like we don't turn the TV on, maybe me who watches a lot of TV, I was like, that's easy. Turn the button on the back, and the guy with the walkie-talkie, Daniel, he's like turns it off on his side, and he's like, you have to find the TV remote. And I was like, you have to find the TV remote. You have to find the TV remote.
Like
he's like,
mocking you.
yeah, he's like giggling. Oh, he forgot to turn his walkie off. He was here. And I was like, fuck her.
Literally like the worst.
Find the TV remote. Where the fuck is it?
Oh, in the couch cushions? Oh.
And then like, yeah, that's what I'm looking, because I'm a guy. Kay's like, it's probably in the like cupboard,
Yeah.
like the drawers that are locked. I was
Yeah,
like,
the everything drawer
Yeah.
has it. Yeah. all the
so we
time.
unlocked them. I'm still slamming drawers and stuff.
Yeah.
Right, I never get out of that moment.
Yeah.
And then like we found it. I sit on the couch, and Kate will tell you this. Every time there's a comfortable couch, I sit down. I just gravitate towards comfort.
In the horror house.
Yeah, in the horror house. I was
I
like,
feel safe.
Yeah, now I'm ready. Bring it on. Demon girl who killed her
Someone
family.
comes up behind him.
Caitlin's behind me, rubbing my shoulder.
She's reaches out.
Caitlin's
Oh,
standing me this. It's like,
I told you he'd get animated.
Because she knows that I'm like.
hear any of that, but yeah.
I say it in the mic.
All right, yeah.
But and so she's standing next to me, rubbing my shoulders because she knows I'm stressed right now. She's like,
Blood pressure.
yeah.
high.
She's like, you seem a little sweaty. I'm like, we shouldn't have done horror.
warm in here.
So we watch the next video again, a live action, and like, it's in the police station. They have the 7-year-old girl, Sarah, and this cop, and he's like, hey, we're doing everything we can to find your sister. Her sister Samantha, remember? And she's like, she's in the closet. And I'm like, love? And she's like, and I was like, I get up and I look in like the corners, look at the closet. And the closet's only that big. I can see all inside. And I was just, and she's like, we looked in the closet. She's not in there. She's like, she's in the closet. And the cop's like, we'll get you a cup of water. Don't worry, you're going to be spending time with your aunt and uncle. You're going to be safe. And he gets up and leaves. And she grabs the camera and looks at it. She's like, they think I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. She's in the closet. I'm not crazy. And then she puts the camera down and it turns the camera off. And I just look at Caitlin. And all my insides are like in my ass right now. I'm holding in a fart because I'm just like,
He's clenching.
Yeah.
I'm
Butthole clench.
everything's just not functioning right now. I'm like, love, I'm gonna die. So we continue solving more puzzles, and then she finds 2 ping pong balls, and I was just like, and she was, there's magnets on the back, and she goes, I know where they go, and she runs over to the closet where there's 2 clown pictures, puts them on the nose, and the closet back wall opens up. Right when I said all my insides dropped. I don't think I was just hollow at this
They're
part.
in the floor at that point.
I'm like a hollow, just white pale.
His soul is gone, man. Like,
And then
out of body at that point.
right when we walk, so like there's these little girl shoes in the closet, and they're glued to the ground. And we step over them, and right when we walk in, first all the lights in the main stuff turn red. Then in the closet, we found a black light and a flashlight, and we look over, and there's a fucking mannequin. This tall, black hair.
So I imagine the ending of Blair Witch Project. Like the little girl in the corner. Oh man.
So, like, I'm like,
Do you want
Like
to play with me?
I said, if you're a girl and you step anywhere towards me, I will punch you. And I said that. And then I walked towards the girl with the flashlight. And I looked at the arm and I saw it was like foam. I was like, it's a mannequin. Stupidly, I did turn around. And then at that moment, I realized if it wasn't, it could have grabbed me and I would have died.
Like a robot.
Yep. So I turned back around. Yeah.
Johnny
I'm
Five.
on such edge right now.
They
I
went
turned
from
around
serving
like
Korean
this.
food to killing people. No. Only you would get that joke. That was directed at Phil. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I didn't get it
your
either.
episode. Sorry. My bad.
So like,
My bad.
we look and there's all these pictures of like family members. Again, they're real Polaroid pictures, and they all like have X's on them and stuff. And then like, we're like looking at like notes that are on this bloody wall, and like we look at the timer. We have like 15 minutes left, and all of a sudden we hear, and I was just like, love. And then you hear the little girl on the fucking speakers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's play a game. You want to play hide and seek? I will start counting. And I was like, love, we better get the hell out of here before we get killed. So we're solving puzzles faster than this. I'm sweating like there's no tomorrow. And like, even though we have officially like declared that this is a mannequin, we won't step near it. And like the speaker's like 1, 2, 3. And I was just like, love, let's go. Let's
They
start
swapped the
solving.
mannequin out now. They swapped the mannequin out for a real girl now.
rolling
Yeah.
out.
We're getting to that.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So we like the guy's legitly who he's going to the door we walked into and he's knocking on the door.
Yeah, it's a woodpecker though.
Yeah. This is what I thought he was when I got it. I thought it was Daniel in my garage.
Yeah, right.
Daniel came all the way from Florida.
That would be the real
He's
horror.
here.
He is your pen pal.
So like we're trying to solve mystery. There's a part where she opens a chest, and as she opens it, the ceiling falls down, and a bunch of stuffed animals are supposed to fall on her. Keyword is supposed to, because I punched him in midair.
I'm punching
Hadouken!
everything.
Yeah.
I do.
Caitlin looks up. She was like, "What was that?" I was like, "I saved your life from
From
a giraffe."
from a balloon, babe.
So like, and then we finally get to the this big toy chest. We open it again. Open it, slam it shut, and I looked inside, and I looked at Caitlin, and I was like, "I don't want to open this one again." She was like, "What's in it?" And I was like, "There's a body in this one," and there was a fucking body, and she's like, "What?" So I open it slowly, and there's a body. And his hand is taped to the roof of the chest. So when you open it, it comes out and like goes to like touch you, and I just slammed it back on myself. And there's like this body of like this little girl, and it's a note that says, "I'm Sarah." So you find out the one who's killed everyone is in police custody,
Yeah.
and they think she's the innocent one. And then we figure out the last code.
M. Night Shyamalan shit, man. Honestly, classic.
So we figure out the codes. We have a minute left, and we're trying to solve things. It looks like we are out of a pool. We're so sweaty. Me and her both now at this point. The guy's not slowing down on the knocking. He's like, it feels like he's running at the door.
Dan is still
Yeah, he's
punching
still
the
ru-
door. Yeah. He's got like the battery.
The
man
little
out.
girl
The SWAT
on-
team's coming
the
in.
little girl.
FBI, we got him.
Here's Johnny. You know.
I don't know.
Shot through the door. Like, oh man, they got it all going on.
The guy.
Horror, man. I tell you.
I don't. Well, I
I'd
don't
be
know.
coping.
The guy, I don't know if he had the ability to do this, but he had it so like the speaker. She's like, "I'm right around the corner," and so you would stop doing the puzzle and you run to the corner and look because you're expecting the girl, and then she's not there. So you go back to your puzzle. You can check again, and you're like, "You're not fucking with me this time." And then they're like, "I'm right here," and you're like, "I got him."
It's like a haunted house.
We open
Times
the
10.
last door. We open it. Bathroom. Yes.
He took the biggest shit after.
It was because I went around the corner to use the bathroom at the beginning, so I knew it was the end.
Oh hell yeah!
So then, like, the guy comes around the corner. He's clapping. He's like, "Good job! Like, you guys did amazing for your first time." I looked. 5 seconds left. And yeah. So then, like, we sit down. The guy gives us like, "I need to catch my breath." And Caitlin's like, "That was so much fun." I'm like, "Give me a minute.
She's like, let's go again.
Let me get my organs back in place."
Yeah, they fell through the floor 2 times.
She's like, let's go expert now.
Do you want to have any more? Are you thinking? Oh yeah.
Wait, what was the one you got? I like this
Oceans
one,
is great. We tried. We have that one right now.
Yep.
That one's for the Republic. It's 1776, baby, worldwide.
Yeah. That was a recommendation from this random guy from Idaho.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are the best.
He said it was a
honestly.
sleeper.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good for just chilling.
After you rearrange your guts,
Yeah,
you got
now
it
that
back
there's
in
no more
place.
distraction.
Yeah.
So then, like, the guy is sitting down, and me being me, I like make friends with everyone I go to. So I'm just talking to this guy, and I was like, "That was like amazing." And he was like, "Yeah, you guys handled it like better than ever." I'm like, "What's the craziest thing you've ever seen here?" And he's telling me like, the video we saw, the cop was the owner, just dressed up as a cop, and then the girl is his daughter.
Oh shit.
And if we had done an earlier shift, because we got there at 9, which is her bedtime. If we went there at 6, what the owner likes to do is, I don't know what you want from me.
care what you do. Keep both.
Okay. Makes things so complicated, Brady.
No, I just brought more ice and whatever.
Because Phil could have used another ice
Yeah,
cube.
Philip could have used it. Well, Philip, would you like more ice?
I'm good. I'm good.
I love that, dude. That was funny. All right.
So the guy said that sometimes, like if we had picked the 6 a.m.er, the 6 a.m. like 6 p.m. Yep,
Yeah.
the owner's daughter would have been there. And what she does is she would go in the door that you leave in, and she would like peek around the corner. And since they have cameras everywhere, they'll wait for one person to see her and the other person not to see her. And they're like, ah, and then she runs. And then the person's like, I just saw a girl. And they're like, don't mess with me. Don't fuck with me. And they're like, no, I saw a girl. And they're freaking out. And he's like, they're like, no. And then like,
man.
the guy, like, he's telling us all these stories of like quarterback. Like, there'll be like high school jockeys come in and they're like 6 of them doing this. And they're going to that back closet and they're all on edge like everyone else would be in their right mind. And one of them would see the daughter and then he'd be like, guys, I just saw her. And they're like, no, you didn't. You're just fucking with us. No, I just saw her. And then like she had it perfectly so she could peek around the corner and run back to the like door and close the door without them catching up with her.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. And there's been times when like he said with all of them, they got so scared they all ran out and tripped. The first guy tripped over the shoes that are glued to the ground. Remember?
The little girl's
Yeah.
shoes in front of the closet.
So
yeah.
first guy tripped over that, and then just one after another just fall on top of each other.
It
Oh,
looked like
that's
an 8-car
hilarious.
pile up
Yeah.
there. Like, I don't know what happened.
He said that there was another family.
Fumble. Oh.
There was another
Everybody
family.
jumping.
Mom, dad, 14-year-old girl, my daughter, and his like 9-year-old son.
Oh, no.
And they did this escape room, and he's like,
9-year-old.
yeah. He's like, you know, this is like terrifying. Like this is horror. And he's like, what? They're like, well, he watches like Jason, and he watches like The Hills Have Eyes, and he watches like all the horror movies.
Sure. 9-year-old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You shouldn't be watching that anyway. But yeah,
Yeah,
9-year-old.
they're telling us,
Yeah.
and he's just like, no, this is real horror. Like this is really terrifying. And I'm like, no, he can handle it.
Yeah,
They did it.
Kid is like,
Was
it's
this
just
at
in
a
the
6?
couch.
Is this at a 6 p.m. time?
No,
Oh,
wait. Let me finish the story.
Okay.
I know you guys like to get ahead.
I just imagine the son is like, oh, it's just in the couch cushions. It's fine. He's like a sarcasm eating the whole thing.
Well, they got to like.
Gotta find the remote.
Oh, no, the battery. Oh, the battery's probably not in the couch, huh? Oh, the 9-year-old.
That I will
I'm
say,
9.
I will
I'm
say,
12.
this escape room was like 6 or 7 years ago, and we still make that joke. If I can't find the TV remote, I gotta find the TV remote.
I'm using it at work.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use that.
Gotta
find the TV remote.
I'm gonna use
Do
that
it
for
the
things
most-
that are not
You gotta
remote
do it
related.
the most sarcastic. You gotta do it with the TV remote.
Now, your fiance works with
Yep.
cheerleading?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That'd be hilarious to
Yeah.
pull that joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just one of them.
No, anyways,
You
getting
work
back,
with us
to,
too.
getting,
Sometimes you work with us.
Sometimes I go
getting
to
back
work.
to the family with
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
9-year-old.
Oh, yeah,
So,
9-year-old
so they
child.
went into the
Going.
closet, and he's telling us that right when
The setup for this is ridiculous.
right when they got to the point where like all the stuffed animals fell, the
Uh-huh.
parents and the teenager girl dipped and just ran out the closet, ran through the door that we came in, and ran out the door to the car.
Oh no!
Oh, they just beeline it. I was like,
Yeah.
They
nope.
left the sun.
They exactly the little son. The son's in the corner. This guy's telling.
with the mannequin, mind you.
He's
What's
in the
up, man?
corner in the fetal position, crying.
Oh,
And so it's like Daniel, he turns on all the lights because he can do that.
Mm-hmm.
He goes in and he like helps the kid up, and he like takes him out. And then like 5 minutes later, the family realizes like we're missing
This
someone.
was like Home Alone, dude. Like
Yeah.
they went
Where's
through the whole
Kevin?
movie plot.
Kevin!
Kevin.
Kevin, no!
So they go back inside,
They didn't
And,
even
like-
book a flight back. They just ran back in.
Well, they walk back in, they run back in, and they're like, they're like, oh, like, and they try to hug their son, and this 9-year-old pushes them away, and they're like,
"Fuck
you
you
left
guys."
me, and it's like, and like Daniel's like, this is your guys'. I told you not to do it.
Step away from the situation.
Should have went to the Western.
Well,
Should have not done the horror thing. I told y'all. Like,
I will say
that's like the best I told a show ever, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
there was he's told like me being me. I just sit down and I'm talking to this guy. We started this escape room at 9. It takes us an hour, so 10. We were there until 1, just talking to this guy. He was so cool, and like we ended up doing the Western, and Kane was like, "It wasn't as exciting." I was like, "It's because it wasn't terrifying." It was.
It's because we skipped a level there,
Yeah.
man. Like,
yeah.
Let's just start off with fun. Let's go to fucking scare us. Like,
Instead
all
of
right.
dying at high noon, you're dying at night. Like, it's
like-
way different.
You're playing the most horrifying video game, and then the
and
next
then you
one
go to
play,
Red Dead.
You go to
Red
Minecraft.
Dead Redemption.
You're like Minecraft, and
I'm
you're
a
like, this is
cowboy now.
sweet, this is nice, like this is relaxing. Kayla's like, I'm not on the edge of my seat. I was like, oh.
You shouldn't have done it, babe.
Then you go
shouldn't
to
have done
Left
it.
for Us, you know,
Yeah.
level 2. You know?
So now every single escape room, she always
Fuck you,
like,
baby.
to this day,
I'm
she's
in.
always like trying to find one
I'm
that's
in.
up, like beats that one,
Yeah,
and we
nothing.
still haven't found one that's gotten like that terrifying. I would say that's still
So
my favorite one.
you guys did 2 different ones over like the last
Those
month.
ones were top. I would say like those ones were
What,
close to.
what were the themes of both?
One was Twister.
Mm.
Like the movie.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're
That-
in
that'd
like
be so
grandma's
fun.
house.
What was the
Yes,
second one,
That'd
then?
be so much
The
fun.
Titanic. You're on the deck of the ship, and like as they had it somehow. I don't know because it wasn't a projector, but the whole wall was a screen,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like of the ocean, and you would see like it looked like the boat.
I
was
imagine
doing
like a green screen.
Mm.
It's just
I touched it,
waving.
and it was like so subtle that I didn't notice at first. I thought it was just a picture, and then like your goal is to like before the timer runs out to actually move the ship so it won't hit the iceberg.
Oh, I
Yeah.
gotcha.
And then like you're trying to get to the captain's quarters and all that stuff. You're going through people's rooms and stuff. It was a lot of fun, and like
Nice.
there was like some fun part like that was like giggly and stuff. Some parts that were like you find like a hidden door underneath someone's bed and you had to crawl through. And like
Mm.
stuff like that is like I think is a lot of fun in escape rooms where it makes it more like, whoa, we have to go through that. You first. And like this one was the first one where the person didn't have a walkie. They were in the room with us. Which is
Fun but weird.
yeah. I've done escape rooms all over, and I've never done one like that. And it kind of like terrifies you sometimes because when you're not used to it and there's a third person there, you turn around and they're there. Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
What are you doing?
And it's not even terrifying. It's a Titanic.
It's just a security guard. Okay.
I mean, everybody did die on that ship, dude. Like,
Well,
I don't know.
so,
Drink
like-
to that.
Towards the end, she was like helping us with hints, and then she ended up like, we got it, and then we had like a second left, and Kate was like figuring out the steering wheel, and when I did this, and like in the video, I didn't realize this, but as like the timer goes down, the iceberg gets closer, and so like when you have 5 seconds left, it's like there, we're like go with the steering wheel. And it just barely misses, and then like they're like, "Yay, you did it!" And then at the end, you could see if your passport person survived, and tell you like a brief information. Caitlin's like, "My lady, I was a lady, 39 years old, and I survived." I looked at mine. I'm expecting a gentleman, Scottish name. No, I was a 6-year-old kid who died. I was just, Caitlin looks at me like, "Oh, at least we did it."
Brad, you shouldn't have been standing there, man.
I was like, I got hit by the iceberg.
Anywhere but
apparently.
there.
This was a few years ago, but this one we went down to Cedar Rapids to go see what's his face, the Machine.
Oh, Bert
Bert
I saw
Kreischer,
him
yeah.
live.
Bert
I
Kreischer.
love
So
Bert.
we got tickets to go see Bert Kreischer
I
back in
love
2020.
Bert. Yeah.
This was right around, I think it was March or April or something like that. And we already booked everything. We all went down there. It's like, he cancels the show the day of.
March
So it's like-
2020.
Yeah,
COVID.
so it's like
Yeah.
motherfucker, and it's like, which I get because it's like he's easily persuaded to wherever way he wants to go. But we went to go to a escape room.
Yeah.
We chose to do a robbery themed one for between the four of us. It was a moderately one, and we weren't dead last because they give you like the spectrum of like how much money people have won. That's kind of like let you know if you're dead last or if you're first. And it was a blast. Well, later that summer we had, I think it was like a month later or something like that, we ended up they had that massive hurricane, high winds, stuff like that came through. Basically the entire room place just folded in itself. It had so much rain that the roof went down to their floor, and then the rain kept it going and went down to the next floor. So the entire building was destroyed. Yeah, but it was so much fun. It's like it was. We all had a lot of fun because it was challenging. We all worked together on it, and it was just exciting. And we had, I think it was an hour. I think it was the 60 was a 60-minute time.
It's normally an
usually,
hour.
but yeah. And it was fun. You know, it was like actually quite challenging to figure out some of the things because it's like they played in with Al Capone because like when he was running in Chicago,
Oh yeah.
Cedar Rapids was on his route, so they played true to some history behind it.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. It's
With,
like
with
I don't
our
know.
first one, Daniel was telling a story that apparently one day it was like raining really hard in Florida, which never happens, believe it or not.
Yeah. Mine is like a hurricane or two. Yeah.
Just minus a hurricane every other week. But
Because it could rain and like it could
Yeah,
be rain
in
for like 10
January
minutes and that's it. And
happens,
just
yeah.
It'll
go
rain
go
for
away.
like
Yeah,
7
2 minutes.
minutes and then done.
Yeah.
But it was raining really hard and stuff, and I guess he was resetting the scary one, and the power went out. And he told me like he was in the terrifying closet, and since all the stuff is magnetically like connected, everything in every escape room just unhinged. So he just hears,
Just hail.
yeah, and then
That's what he is.
he's now in this closet. All he has is his phone light,
Yeah.
and he told me he's like, I was like, and he was like, I had the owner on the phone. This was my first month.
brand new.
The owner's like, remember, we talked about this when you started. Like, this might happen. We have a backup generator. Just wait for it to kick in. And he said that. He's like, I understand. He's like, just stay calm. And he's like, if you want, I can stay on the phone with you. And he's like, thank you. So he stayed on the phone with him until it kicked. It took 20 minutes.
UPS battery
And
kicking
then-
back on.
He's like, "You're lying."
Yeah.
Well, he's told me he muted it so he wouldn't hear him, but he was crying the whole time.
Oh,
He's just
Daniel.
shaking.
Classic.
He just had the light in the doorway, just waiting for something to come
Oh,
through.
Daniel.
Oh, classic.
Damn, Daniel,
dude.
damn.
Damn, Daniel, man. I tell you.
What are those?
But if you guys ever go to not the Kalahari, but down in that area, do the Twister escape room.
All right.
I read the last question, so who's going to read this time?
Brad.
I read.
Oh.
Okay.
A Brad tier episode.
Brad gets to listen.
He's taking it
I
over.
think-
Well,
yeah.
he told us last time. He's like, oh, yeah, Brad tier.
I think
So
also.
you get every question now
I
when
think
you
if
come
we
back.
do, I normally always ask the audience one question. Like if we get so many likes, we do this. I think if we so many likes, we should do a escape room. The four of us,
Okay.
and then we could ask them for the
Can we
video.
ask him for like filming rights? Yeah. Like get the reaction.
I gotta bring my little podcast kit because it's transportable. Yeah,
Yeah, we could
do
do
it.
like the little Zoom.
yeah, and I have 15-foot
Is it
long
gonna
cables,
work?
so we could pull it off. We could definitely do
We
it.
could bring the pod mics and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I got lapel mics, so that's this way. You
I
can
have
Oh,
a
yeah,
couple
so the
stories
hat,
for this
yeah.
one.
yeah.
All right.
All right. So what's
Go
the
ahead,
question
Brad.
there, boss?
Have you ever played any pranks?
Mm.
And what's your best ones? Ooh, I have a couple good ones.
We can save
Do you
yours for
want-
the last.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and be like a loser here. I
Boo.
like yes, I've played like the occasional like okay, hide the drink
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
you know drink their drink before they get back into the room. That's pretty funny. But I have not done anything that I've really like prank. You know
Never
what I
in high
mean?
school or anything like that?
There was a time
Brady,
where
I
like
imagine you looking like you in high school. Like,
I don't know what
except
that
without
means,
the
Brett.
beard,
No.
just the same hair.
Yeah, I couldn't have a beard in high school.
Mhm.
I was
Alright,
born this
so-
way.
Yeah.
I couldn't even
Turned the
have
priest
hair.
off.
I couldn't even have hair. Yeah. The eighth grade priest. Oh, he made sure of that. No, so I had in high school we had we had broken into somebody's car and put a dildo on their front seat.
Oh, nice.
But minus that, I haven't really done anything crazy. You know what I mean? That's kind of. I had broken the law different ways, and that's kind of what I would.
Why do you have to break the law? Pranks.
Why not?
I mean, I just whoops, accidentally stole the change out of your car, and oops, accidentally stole your iPod. Things like that.
Okay.
But general things I didn't
How do
really
you accidentally steal change?
Oh, allegedly, yeah. My bad.
My greedy ass is like, hey, I'm taking these coins just so you know. I don't know why you left them here for
I
me.
kind of rolled with a bad crowd, man. We used to break into houses that were weren't
Jesus.
finished yet,
Stealing
houses
copper?
that were we wouldn't steal anything.
Or condemned.
we
yeah.
just go hang out in
or,
houses.
conde- or condemned.
You-
yes.
yeah.
Yes. I was in the
You
same
grew up
crew.
with the same group.
I was in the same
with
crew.
The same group.
I'm wondering,
Hands down. But yeah, unfinished houses was a pretty fun one.
I'm waiting for a confession from this question. I accidentally murdered someone. Ha ha ha. ha.
We're getting there. Just wait. No, just wait.
Hide the bottom vertically. No.
Send it down the toilet bowl, and they
Yeah.
just pretend they got knocked out.
Flush it in pieces. You have to flush it in pieces. No, nothing. Like I said, probably the craziest thing was probably just breaking into somebody's car and putting a dildo on their front seat. That's. And that's general antics, It's not egging. Well, we did egg some of these car ones, and they didn't clean it
Oh,
really bad, and then we
destroyed it.
TP'd somebody's house once, but that wasn't really that
Typical
bad.
high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. I don't know if that's a general antic
That's a typical
or
high
a
school.
prank. And
Tradition.
well,
We
it's
weren't-
really funny when it's the richer kids because the parents just get pissed and it's
Well,
yeah.
yeah, whatever.
My brother was always the party guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was always just the lazy guy. So one day when I was in high school, our house got egged and it was someone my brother knew and stuff. And my lazy ass was sitting there playing games, and I hear thud, thud. And I turned, and I was like, never figure it out. I didn't care about anything when I was a teenager. All I cared was the game I'm playing with my buddies.
What game were you playing at the time though?
Call of Duty Zombies.
Okay,
that
well,
was
yeah, that's understandable.
Round 25, probably.
Yeah. He's
Oh, you're
I'm
in
around
zone.
40.
Yeah.
I can't talk right now.
Yeah.
Can't figure out the egging
The
situation.
Reese, one of those classic maps and stuff.
Yep. You're already halfway through the Easter egg. You're
Yeah.
I gotta play.
Thud.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad will figure it out.
I definitely get that.
so what is your? That was it. Just a dildo in the front seat.
Yeah, it's not nothing crazy.
Starting off low.
No, because I don't know. I had different friend groups that did different things. And
Fair.
some
Was
of
it-
us were up to no good. Some of us were
Was it
let's go
a
TP
pretty
house.
color?
We ended up ordering
The big black one.
It was a 12.
sent my
It
buddy-
was a 12-inch pink one.
So,
Different episode.
so this was back when I was still in high school,
Yeah.
and so it was similar prank, not to break into somebody's car, but there was this guy that I absolutely despised. He was always a bully to me. So what I would do is that because I always knew his car. Once I memorized his car, I always fucked with it. So what I ended up doing is that he'd get there before I would. I'd show up right really late, but I always carry a paintball marker. This is back when the PT Extreme came out. So it was a 10-round magazine. I upgraded to a 51 round. So over
51?
yeah,
41 more. No
Yeah,
big
so
deal.
yeah. So what I would end up doing is I'd shoot his car up. So what I'd do is I'd do it all
You
over his back.
repainted the car.
Oh, dude, I purposely shot his windshield. Not his windshield, but his well, it all depended on how he parked his vehicle. So I always shoot the glass. And so it's I kept on doing it every time because I knew because he parked a place where I knew that there was no cameras and nobody's walking. So I can eat, and it's the way it's tucked back in behind the gymnasium. It's the only way you're gonna get caught is unless somebody's driving that way. It's as closest to the band room. So I'd go out just
Jeff, there weren't cameras in 1980.
I'm not that fucking old. We had cameras. Not the highest quality of that time in
Okay.
2001, 2002.
All right,
See, the thing is, like, the thing is, I didn't stop
In the
doing
Western
this.
days.
Yeah. So the thing is, I didn't stop doing this. It's like I'd do this in my
Get
genuine.
a mask and do a crime, you know.
So I do this in my
You can't do that
my
anymore.
sophomore year and my junior year. I quit band in my senior year, but every time I do it, I would just shoot his windshield up, and it's like every time I knew his vehicle was there, because he was such an asshole. It's like,
Did
fuck
you know
this
it
guy.
was you?
Fuck that
No,
guy,
never
dude.
knew. Yeah, one time I see him come in there with cops to file a report. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so like, but it's like I knew he didn't.
You,
Like,
like,
I
walk
knew
over-
He- what
nobody knew
happened?
it.
He had nothing on you.
Oh yeah,
at all.
nobody knew it was me. Yeah, nobody knew it was me.
You
that was
walk-
the best part.
Guess
You walk
what,
over and
guy?
like,
You
Yeah.
got your paint
Oh
job?
yeah. Well, it's like it's like I did it for a couple of years, but it's like I always
Yeah.
and it's like during the winter time, it's
years,
like, oh yeah,
dude.
I didn't like this guy. This guy was a prick.
No,
So,
he
yeah.
sounds like an ass. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be his friend either.
So I kept on
either.
doing that. So then after then I quit band, so I stopped doing it. So it's like, all right, we were no
Yeah.
longer going to pep band, going to play for whether it be for basketball or volleyball or something like that. But yeah, it's how I always planned it out. I always have paint ready to go and shoot his card. But I do is like I put thought
Man.
in behind this.
I
'cause-
wish I would have been friends with Jeff in high school,
Oh, yeah.
dude.
oh yeah, I was
I would
mean
love
to him.
that, dude. We could have been menacing.
And then I think we've all done the pranks where somebody passes out, you draw them, and stuff like
like I
that.
said, general antics.
Party. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like the guy passed out. He
Yeah.
just got drunk. We're playing high low and a bunch of other different games. So what I do is like, once we knew he was passed out, he was solidly fucked up. So I would go and I'd actually start painting all over his face. But what I ended up doing is they put a big old dick across his forehead. Did not realize he had that until he went to, because he left before I woke up.
Yeah.
And so it's like he left. He went to McDonald's to get something to eat. It's like, so he pulls around. Person gives him his breakfast. Just starts
Ham and
laughing.
breakfast.
Just starts laughing. He looks up. It's like, motherfucker. Just a big old dick across. It's like, I made it look like he pierced his nose, his ears. I
He
mean,
got like the drawn on mustache that curls.
he actually had a mustache, so I didn't have to do that. So, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I was so
him.
mean.
Not
He did
good.
hang out with me after that.
You know.
But then, well,
I give you a pass.
let me.
I went to bed
I
first.
misspoke. We did end up hanging out continually because it's like it was a good prank. It's like I fucked up. I fell asleep. It's like rule number one: you don't fall asleep during a party.
Exactly.
And so,
yeah.
well, then what ended like having us cause go different directions. Like we went to did some clubbing underage. So
Sure.
but they had some clubs that could go 18 or older and stuff like that. So we bounced around to a couple of them. We ended up getting. He knew a place where he knew he wouldn't get carded, so he got some like peppermint schnapps. Fucking disgusting. So it's like
horrible.
never had it before. So I
Horrible.
drank it and I put it in my Dr. Pepper. I drank it. Like, oh, it's nasty. I threw mine away.
Sure.
We will leave one of the clubs off of Mill Avenue and we're going northbound. He forgets to turn his lights on.
Oh, whoop whoop.
Yep,
Wee
lights
woo,
went
wee
on.
woo. Yeah.
Lights went on.
You
So
don't
do
know how
that
to
right
talk
away.
yourself out of a ticket yet, do you?
yeah, well, we hadn't have to.
Well,
I
you
was
didn't
not
talk to
driving.
Brad
My
yet.
bad.
Yeah.
I was not driving, so it's like
Oh, okay.
we come over,
Yeah.
so we pull over and stuff like that. Well, it turned into a whole situation where he had a warrant out for his arrest,
Holy
and then it's like the cop sitting there. It's
I don't know
like,
if I can talk myself out of that.
yeah, and the cop goes, like he's going through his, he drinks his cup. It's like, he's like, do you know what's in this? It's like, I don't know. This is not mine. This is what it is. Cop drinks. He tastes the schnapps in it. So it's like, so I had to call my roommates. Like, hey, it's like
Yes.
I'm stuck here. It's like, can somebody come pick me up? Yeah. So it's like,
That's
cops
tough.
because his vehicle was a manual. It's like, yes. Do you know how to drive a manual? I have no idea how to drive a manual. It's like, all right. So it's like cop moves it into cops in, moves over, parks it. And so as I see him get pulled away with the handcuffs, they had to call my parents to find out who I was because I wasn't in the system. So I'm only 18 years old. So it's like,
Yeah.
I had no record,
yeah.
nothing like that. And so like when they pull up my
Man.
driver's license, they couldn't find me in the fucking system.
Because you don't have a record.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
So, yeah, this happened to my buddy when I got pulled over.
So they had to call
Yeah.
them.
This is
confirm.
like the other side of the story from my pullover
too.
story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they had to call my parents like, hey, does he have a tattoo across the back? Because they didn't believe me. And like it was a weird scenario. Then a few years later, I had to spend a night in the drunk tank. But it wasn't a DUI or all that. So
All the time.
yeah, well, we were all hanging out. It's like one of
You're
the people
out
were hanging out
In
with
the
us
morning.
got drunk. She
Sleeping off,
she fell asleep.
Yeah.
No, we were having. Well, we were all drinking because we had a hell of a sales week, and
Hell of
we
a sales week.
and
Goes hard.
my boss's girlfriend, she was getting something to eat, and this guy got up on her business. Stuff like that. It was a real dick, and so
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
really
If
protective
you
of
gotta
her.
get involved,
And this
like,
guy, he was a
sucks.
he was a boxer. I mean, he was a gold glove boxer. This guy, like, I would not want to fuck with him, especially
Sure.
when he's drunk, when he's on redlining. And so he ended up having to call the cops because the guy's girlfriend broke down, started crying for no fucking reason because he's like,
Yeah.
I'm a weak bitch. And so then like the cops came in. And I had a cop come, was like,
No
we can do this a hard or
reason.
easy way. I'm answering his questions. They fucking arrest me. It's like, holy shit. So it's like we all had to spend the night in the drunk tank, and it's like and we just like my boss goes
When
like,
you-
don't tell my boss this all happened. So
And then when you get released, it's like, oh, same time next week. You know.
Honestly,
oh, we
no.
did
Well,
again. We did it.
You don't invite the Golden Glove guy.
Yeah. Well, no, he was the one footing the bill.
Oh,
Yeah, he was the one footing the bill. I mean, dude, he'd be paying for like 7 or anywhere between 8 to 12 people just getting shit by. There's
love
been a
that.
couple
Oh,
times
I'm
where we
inviting
polished
him.
off
Yeah,
like
never mind,
2
we're
or
keeping
3
him in.
bottles of Patron.
We're
I mean,
keeping
literally
him.
polished
Yeah,
off 2 or
yeah,
3
yeah,
bottles
we're keeping
at
him in.
bar
We're having
shop.
bottle service tonight. Come
Yeah.
on.
Oh, dude.
we're really keeping
It
that
was
guy
insane.
close.
Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I wanted to
No,
buy
that's
him.
insane.
Man, he was a good dude. He's definitely a good dude. But anyways, yeah, I had to go to drunk tanks land. And like I had to tell my boss like, hey, this is what we're
Happens,
doing.
Dude, it
I
happens.
had to tell my boss like, hey, it's like it's my turn to go to court. So it's like okay, cool. It's like
Yeah, right.
went to court,
Keep it on the
and it's
DL.
like I go to the DA. It's like I'm going there, setting through the lineup, stuff like listing all the names, like and their last name with the V. It's just like, what are you doing here, sir? It's like, well, I was here for this ticket, stuff like that, da 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 da. And so it's like, all right, well, they asked me to go talk to the DA, and I'm going through the police report. It's like, yeah, you're not even in the report.
Usually it's like not that bad.
Yeah, so it's like you're not even in the report. So it's like you're free to go. You're free to go. It's like, what the fuck?
Why am I here?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Why am I in
Thank you.
cuffs?
Yeah.
You
No,
uncuff me.
Well, this was
No
a couple
further
months down the
questions.
road.
This is in the Western time,
Dismissed.
remember?
Yeah, this
Oh
is,
yeah. This was 1980.
well, this was in Phoenix, so it's like it was technically out west. But yeah, it's like it was a couple months later after we get my court date and stuff like that.
Tombstone, Arizona.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, like, I got the ticket, I got the summons, I go to court. There was no charges, nothing.
Yeah, that's good though.
I didn't give in drunk and disorderly. Or like, well, I wasn't disorderly. It's like I
mean,
just kind of
yeah.
like I just went with the whole
The
thing.
thing is, sometimes they
But I
just
did-
bring you in with
I-
everyone.
But I didn't have my fingerprints. I didn't have a picture. And it's like, okay, we're gonna put you in the system now.
Yeah, so you're.
Yeah. So it's like,
You have like a name,
yeah. Now I'm actually now I actually have an ID.
but it's like
Good job.
you already
right? Yeah.
you already had one. like
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you know what I mean.
have a state issue ID,
Yeah.
but yeah. So that was a fun one with that. Anyways, your turn.
Oh, the best prank I've ever done. It's probably when I was 14.
Okay.
My sister was like 11, 12-ish, and she was like outside making snowmen. And every night, or like the 2 or 3 nights in a row, a car came in the yard and like hit the snowman. So my bright idea was to build a snowman around the fire hydrant in the corner of the yard.
Oh fuck.
They came that next night and hit this snowman. Their car was like 3 feet in the air because the water's just like shooting out. And they're just stuck there like trying to rev it out. Oh my God. The best thing ever. Like I heard it at 3 a.m. and I like shot out of bed. And I like ran outside. I'm just like, yes, this is great.
You do the Nelson ha-ha in their face, like,
I'm.
My grandfather was so mad because it was his yard, not mine.
but it's like your older brother sticking for your
But it's
sister.
like, hey, they've driven in your yard 3 times this week.
Yep.
This is the last time they're going to drive in your yard. I promise you that.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna do it again. Like, where was that fire hydrant again?
That's county property, so they got to fix it.
You just built
It
a
was
bunch of
Phil,
snowmen.
I'm not even kidding. I heard about that through the grapevine,
Oh
dude.
shit!
Yeah, when I was younger, like they told me not to do that because of that.
Yeah, I got in a little bit of trouble because of that one.
With who?
The law.
No,
Oh, the law.
Well,
The fire department.
because the fire department
gets,
needs
like,
to
mad
know
about that
or,
kind of
yeah,
stuff.
if they had to
But-
come in for an emergency, they'd have
Yeah,
to
true.
de-ice it or
But
whatever.
dude,
Like,
I heard legends about. I never knew that was where it came
So
from.
you just got a stern talking to it at 14.
I got a stern talking to at 14.
Hell
Dude, that's
fucking
that's
yeah.
legit, man. That's legit.
That's baller.
Yeah, they didn't charge me. They charged other guys with like
Dude.
destruction of
They,
property.
they got
and,
mad
like,
at people. You know, there's like electrical boxes in their neighborhoods. They got mad about that too.
Yep.
Like you couldn't be within like 3 feet of it. all of us would be on top of it, getting our radiation, trying to get our cancer. But yeah,
We're all the stoners sitting right on top
exactly. We were smoking around it. We had a plan.
of that. We had a circle around it. Like senior year, we had this English teacher who like pretty much just let us do whatever we wanted to do. Like every day we'd come in and he'd be like, "Oh, you want to do this?" And we'd all just be like, "No." So then he'd just be like, "All right, group activity day," or like group game day or whatever.
Want any more?
No, I'm good.
And then one day the principal came in and he had to like leave the room for a minute. And I knew he stashed his phone in his like front drawer. So like I sat there, like called my phone off of his phone, deleted the call. So I had his number. I hid his phone in the roof.
Me knowing who
And-
you're doing that too.
You probably do.
Yeah.
Like, and we were sitting there, like 8 of us, just like one after another, just like kept calling it. And he'd come over and he's like, "Bro, empty your pockets right here, right now." I'm like, "Okay." So I emptied my pockets. There was stuff in my pockets I shouldn't have had at school, but he didn't care about that. He was looking for his phone. He even told me, he's like, "I don't care what's in your pockets. You can all go back. I'm just
Yeah.
looking for my phone."
He was very straightforward. Yeah.
He was chill.
He's a fucking teacher. Of course he's chill.
Yeah. Teachers don't get paid enough to care.
But then,
yeah.
like, I throw all my stuff on the seat on the desk, and like, I was like, I even turned my pockets inside out. I'm like, "Bro, that's all I have." So he like starts checking my homies like on each side of me. He's like, "All right, stand up, empty your pockets." So I start throwing my stuff back in my pocket. I like look at my phone, call it again.
The little like foam rattling up top, like like the little foam
But
tiles.
what's
Yeah.
worse is like we like just like lobbed it up in there because it's the styrofoam
No
ceiling.
idea where you are.
Yeah, so like we just like lobbed it up in there. So it's like 4 desks in front of me. So it's just like he knows
Half the room is vibrating at that
he
point.
knows
like,
I
yeah.
did it.
Yeah,
He just
sure.
doesn't know where the phone is.
Yeah.
So we're all just like sitting there calling it all class, and like the bell rings, and he's like, "All right, guys, like seriously, where's my phone?" So I like get up on the desk, like reach up in the ceiling, and like grab it out and like throw it at him. I'm like, "Here you go," and like leave. Like
He probably still laughs about that to this day.
Oh my god, dude.
Has anybody done this to their at that school? I have experiences where somebody decides to let off fart spray in the ventilation system, and it got so bad they had to close down one entire wing, which included 6 classes. Yeah.
no, we just had the fake bomb scare, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had,
the
like-
occasional pig let loose into the commons.
We had a dozen of those.
We had the phone
We weren't that. Well,
We
we,
had
we were
the-
post
what's it
Columbine,
called?
so
It got to a point where it was
the
like
payphone.
regularly just going and leaving.
we had the payphone right across the street from the high school. One of our buddies decided to make a bomb threat
I forgot you had a payphone right there.
shit.
right at the football field.
Why?
Fucking fine, huh?
Yeah. Call 911 if you needed
Some
it.
of our
yeah,
younger
but-
viewers might not know what a payphone is.
Oh, so payphone is like when you put a quarter
For
into
all the
a
older
phone.
people.
You don't have one in your pocket, but you can dial out from any
One of
booth.
those ones where you bring,
Well,
bring.
Yeah, you have to like
bring.
dial it.
MCI. Yeah.
Yeah, but one of my buddies
They have a
made a
box.
bomb threat with that phone. So like they all had like came to the school.
Yeah,
and, like,
K9 unit, everybody.
evacuated all of us, and then there's like it was like 8 a.m. So we're all just like standing outside,
oh god,
like
dude. Yeah.
what the fuck,
What
like.
happened?
And then they're all just like, "Yeah, we're getting the buses here. You guys gotta go home." We're just like,
You gotta go home for bomb threats. We had.
they had no choice.
It depends on the scenario, and this is like also very small town
Yeah.
America.
Yeah,
Like this is
We had
under
14 bomb
2,000 people.
threats
14?
in 1 year,
we had one, and they're just like, "Go home."
and none of
Yeah.
them was like.
And
go
then
home.
I'm just like, "Bro, my car's in the parking lot. Can I drive it off lot?" They're like, "Nope, you can't go back." I was like, "What do you mean?"
It's a bomb.
Like, I don't care. I'm driving away. Like,
I called the bomb in. Like,
it wasn't me. It wasn't me. They did find who called it
Okay.
in though.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
did he get
crazy.
did he catch
He
charges?
got arraigned, but he didn't catch a charge.
It was the guy in the
Ooh.
trench coat, huh?
No, it was one of my buddies, and I
right,
can't
all
say anything.
no,
Can't
it
say
wasn't.
names.
No, not that situation right there.
Yeah, it's a little different. A little different.
He got in quite a bit.
Oh,
of
I bet he
trouble.
got trouble by everybody.
Yeah,
From
that's,
the police
that's
chief to the
FBI. That's everybody
ATF.
involved.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, well, no.
I've
yeah,
never
yeah,
seen
they're
so
real.
many police in my life.
Yeah.
And half of them weren't even city cops.
No,
and
not
I'm just
at
like,
all.
where the fuck did you
At
guys
that point,
come
they're
from?
like state cops from upstate, and yeah,
There were helicopters. It was wild.
it's like a David Lynch film. All right, how about you? What was your like big
I have two.
prank?
That too. All right.
One's a
Alright.
short one and one's kind of a little story.
Do they top Phil's?
Maybe
The teacher
find
one?
out.
Maybe.
They taught the teacher one.
Yeah, yeah, okay. We brought it down with that bar.
Yeah, thank you.
we
for that.
went down the
You-
seats
you
here.
went-
Now you can bring it
when
back
you-
up to Brad
when
tier.
you told yours, I was like, I got this in the bank, and then I
And
just
then-
saw the graph go. I was like, huh.
Then they got to me and
You watched the crypto chart, and then,
Yeah.
like going up and then going back to
and then I Rizmissed him.
I was like 14, 15, and my group of
fight
friends,
on that thing, bro.
me and my group of friends in high school, we went out to eat. We went to like this fast food place, and I didn't. This was kind of like a surprise thing, and I didn't have any money, so my buddy's like, "I got you. I spot you. Just pay me back later." I owed him $12.
Oh no!
Big spender.
In high school, dude, that's like a lifetime
That was-
of debt.
And like for
In high school, that was 2 packs of cigarettes.
Well, that was due to inflation. That's like half a pack of cigarettes.
Right now, that's
no,
not even a pack.
They take the nicotine out now. You're not even getting it.
It's all chemicals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all banned.
But for a week, he was like on me about that. He was like,
Yo, you got my
owe me
12 bucks?
Every day.
But
Yeah.
it got my 12 bucks.
If it was every day, I'd
I
understand.
gotta talk to you after pod. No.
Bitch better have my money.
money.
But if it was like every day, that'd be one thing. But it was every time I saw.
I like that chain.
It was every time I
Yeah, I
saw
gotta
him.
get that grill, baby. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Stealing a bike.
Oh,
Like-
grill, a little grill
bike?
action.
But
My
anyways,
parents pay for the grill, but I want it.
so it'd be
Too
like
bad.
he would see me in the morning and ask me about it. I'm like, I'll get you later tomorrow. And then he's like within an hour, we go to the same class together. Where's my $12? I'm like, we just talked. Go to lunch. Where's my $12? I didn't go home. So like a part of me was just in spite of just him being annoying. I didn't pay him. But by the end of the week, I was like, bitch, I didn't pay you. So I went to my coin jar.
All pennies.
I had
baby.
$11 in pennies and the rest was in nickels.
Oh.
And
There
then
you go.
I had a little baggie, right? So I go to school. This
Where's
stuff
my
I
money?
He put some BBs in there, and then
I didn't know
Just
this.
throws it on the floor and it
I didn't know
explodes
this.
everywhere.
Yeah.
But I took the bag and I just dumped it on the table and I said, "There's your $12." He goes, "I'm like, the bag's not included." And then, and so
Brad.
Bro, that's fucking dope, man.
he has
You're about to
he
get.
has
You're about to get fucked.
wait.
Get the old school Jankos.
He has khakis on, so he puts them all in like. At first, he tried counting them. I was like, "You're going to count like 11,000 pennies, or
1,100,
yeah,
yeah.
1,100 pennies."
Yeah.
So I was like, "We are literally going to class in 15 minutes." Not saying that you're a slow counter. I wasn't in any extracurricular classes like he was.
No woodworking, no nothing.
I wasn't in marching band.
Okay, yeah.
So
No
I didn't know
drumming.
marching band was that day.
Okay.
Oh fuck,
we
that's
go to-
awesome.
So we get to lunch,
parade.
and he's like, you know, you got me in trouble. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, I am at fucking marching band class, and I'm rattling like jingle bells, playing the trombone.
Who's got the bells? Who's got the bells?
He's like, I couldn't keep pace with him, so I'm like walking without bending my knees. And I was like, you shouldn't have been a bitch about making me pay you so much. If you asked me once, I would have paid you.
Quit pressing. Right.
So wait, so this was like
That's
over a course of like
one.
how many days? So when he started asking, then when did you pay him?
was-
Like it was
well,
like
it was a week. It was a week. Yep.
Oh, full 5 days. So it's like asked you
Yeah.
you
And
asked
then
you on
again,
Monday,
it
and they
wouldn't
asked you
have been-
every single day until
Well, it
Friday.
wouldn't have been so bad if it was one, hey, where's my money? Oh, I don't have it. And then next day, where's my money? It was every time I saw him.
Every hour.
Hey, where's my
Yeah.
money?
Where's my
On
money?
the
We
hour.
For
see
a
each other.
week straight.
At that point,
For a week straight, he did that from a Monday through a Friday.
Yeah, every time. Like, we'd be in the
He
hallway.
Hey,
fucking
where's
deserved
my
it.
money?
He
Yeah.
deserved that shit.
He
Yeah.
makes the
you
whole
did go
school know.
home, okay? You did go home between like Monday
whole
and
school knows
Tuesday.
now.
Well, Monday, I was kind of like, all
We're
right,
gonna
like,
justify the other guy's argument. Like I don't want to do that.
like
Brad, what was the second time that happened? What was the second,
What was the second
prank?
prank?
this is the same guy.
Yes.
Good, you got
Same
it.
guy.
Hey, this is like
Well,
8 years later. With revenge.
Yes.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
Senior year.
We're
He
just
stole
calling
his
him.
wife.
We're calling him Bryce.
You still
What
love.
a turn of events.
We're calling him Bryce. Okay.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
So again, we're 15. My best friend is like he's still my best
Still,
friend. Yep.
still. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Even after the owing them
Yeah, I was his
$11.
best man at his wedding. He's gonna be my best man. We
Nice.
already said, like in our will, we're gonna do each other's eulogy, whoever survives.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was my best friend. It was his 16th birthday, and we went to Buffalo Wild Wings. And his parents are like, "We're gonna celebrate. We go to Buffalo Wild Wings. They're gonna pay." And we're like, "Wow!" And he was like, "For my birthday."
Crown.
I don't remember, but you understand why I don't remember.
All right. He was drunk.
He's 16 and
Worse.
B-dubs.
So
Blazing
like,
challenge.
for my 16th birthday, I want Brad to do the blazing challenge.
Oh yes.
Oh, what a
I was
dick.
kidding. I was
Yeah,
joking.
I
I'm
know when you
sorry.
said that, I was like, "You beat me to the punch." But
I didn't mean to.
well, the story's not over.
Oh boy.
So
I just shouldn't talk. Okay. Yeah.
So I was like, me being me, I was like, yeah, I can do that. And I love hot spicy. So they gave it to me. They're like, timer. So I'm eating these wings. I'm going like fast. And I started sweating. And again, 15-year-old Brad is not experienced. So when I started sweating, sweat gets in my eyes. I do that.
No,
And I got it. I got hot sauce in this eye.
Oh no.
That's rule number 1.
Oh no.
I told you, not experienced Brad.
I know, but I was, 15. You
I
gotta
went
be
like
ready.
this. I went like this.
Cooking
I
with
was like,
jalapenos and you go to use the
know.
restroom.
I know. I
Ben
can't.
Gay. Oh,
so
yeah. Dude, it fucking hurts.
It's
No,
not
I know
fun.
it does. I have
It's
had
not
it, but
fun.
and I didn't wear glasses at that time.
sure.
So I was like this, and I went,
Oh, no.
uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And I looked at this and this and turned at my best friend, and he goes,
You're dead.
huh. And I was like, and he's like, Brad probably needs to go to the like bathroom and stuff. So I'm like, I take my hand off, and my eye already starts swelling up,
Yeah.
and it's just, and I can't open it. And this one's like,
Yeah.
so like, Bryce and my best friend hold me by my arms and walk me to the bathroom, and all these people, I don't see anything because I can't see at the moment, but all I hear is he okay? Oh, he got hot sauce in his eyes. He did the blazing challenge. He's gonna be fine. We just gotta get into the bathroom. And I'm like trying to like feel them guide me. I get to the bathroom and I just run my eyes under the water for like I don't know how long.
Yeah, you do like a cool wash. Yeah.
And then like like even when we did it, our waitress, I will never forget, she's like, like when they came with the food, she's like, who's doing the blazing challenge? I was like, I am. Bless your soul. I was like,
Yeah.
what does that mean?
But tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. And now if you get an eye,
in 20 minutes.
So,
in 5.
so where's the prank in all this?
we'll get there. This is the
wait,
setup.
there's more.
Wait, there's more.
Because
Mr. Clean is
I
like
have-
telling me. Yeah.
leftover wings.
Yeah.
They
Sure.
The-
Why?
Throw them in the box.
Why? Oh God.
they put those aside because I didn't do a challenge. They gave me normal wings. We go to my best friend's house and we're spending the night there.
Yes.
So
There is more.
yeah,
I already think I know where this is going.
so we're being like 15-year-old kids where we're playing Halo. We're pulling on.
Oh yeah.
we're playing
Halo
Mountain
2
Dew.
is like prime.
Smash
Doing the
Mouth.
red.
Yeah.
It's called red.
Three. It was three.
Halo 3.
Three.
Smashing
Okay.
So
Mountain
you
Dew.
lived
Yeah,
when I
he's
did.
not-
Yeah. Halo 3.
How
Yeah.
old are you?
30.
30. Okay. So this is like it's
I'm
like
not grandpa.
my
Between
Halo
Halo 2
parties
and
are
Halo
Halo
3.
1.
I know. In between Halo 2 and Halo 3. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Halo Reach happened.
and there was
I don't know about
7
that.
of us.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and slowly we're like, we're gonna pull all nighters. This is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be like, oh, it was 8 of us because it was 4v4, and we're doing like matches. And slowly people would just pass out, and then it was a competition like who could stay up all night.
All right.
It got to a point where it was just me and my best friend,
Brother.
and like we looked at Bryce, and I said, "You want to do something funny?" And we're like trying to stay awake.
Oh, no.
So we
Yeah.
put the wing in his hand. So it got all saucy and then tickled his nose.
Oh, you can't. Oh, shit.
I think that tops my teacher one. That one tops my teacher one.
Brad!
For sure.
Yes.
At least he was over his mouth, not his eyes. Because
You
that would suck.
killed him.
Payback's a bitch. Like,
He woke you from the dead.
Oh no!
Took 5 seconds, and you just see him go. Ran to the bathroom. Everything okay, Bryce? What happened?
oh no.
We made sure all the evidence was there, so it just looked like he just woke up and had wings. We saw you wake up, and then he comes over, storming. Who's like, who the fuck did? He's like all mad at us. I'm like, I don't.
You were sleep
I know.
eating, bro.
Yeah, he was pissed. So that's where the break
It
comes from.
feels really
Oh,
bad
man.
because he probably wasn't the first one that went to bed that night. Like, he got all the terror from everybody else, but he wasn't the first one to go to bed. I don't know.
He was,
I don't know.
yeah, he was.
But for old
in the
time's sake-
But at
middle.
least he was part of the cool kids.
Yeah, he made it to top 3 or top 4.
Man, but that's a
for
dick
old time's
move. It's like me taking a little
No,
bit,
I
like
know,
doing a
I
little.
know.
But since you like hot stuff, oh, should I bring some flatline?
Yeah, I would have been like, oh, I'm good.
with hot sauce, I like
Went
taste.
went back
I
to
don't
bed.
want to just be hot. I
Yeah.
like a little taste. I like it.
Everybody is like that.
The one that I have is
I like
it's nothing
spicy.
but pain. It's like
I
this one.
do want to try flatline on here, but yeah, like for the content.
Like I like to taste the
clip,
food too.
alright?
For
If
the
it's
clip.
hot,
For
but then
old
there's,
time's
taste.
sake.
Put it this way, it's like one toothpick is. Well, put it this way, the flatline, it comes in at 9.1 million Scoville units,
Ooh.
so it'll
Yeah.
fuck your world up.
It's like an
It wakes you up.
extract at that point.
Wake you
yeah.
up for 3 days.
It'll make your butthole
Yeah,
bleed
yeah.
for a while.
You will go into like an alternative reality for a
Yeah,
minute.
you'll
Yeah.
leave your body. Your soul will be looking at you like, what the fuck
Have
did
you
you
ever
do?
done virtual reality before?
Yeah.
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 You'll be on that roller coaster. You'll be like going.
You're
up
walking
and
the
down.
plank, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You might be gambling in 4K.
I'm winning big.
But you're not. Oh,
Continue.
man.
For old time's sake, I wish it would snow enough, and I'd go rebuild the snowman over the fire hydrant. My grandma still owns the property.
Nice.
He can do it. Oh,
Just
man.
give me enough
Oh,
snow.
yeah.
I will go do it.
I have no idea when we're actually gonna have enough snow.
Is that
Never.
why?
Not this year, yeah.
No.
We've
Never-
had too
never
many, like,
again.
warm. We've had too many warm
Have you,
winters.
have you guys seen the people
seen
lighting the snow on fire?
No.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Nah. Some like TikTok rabbit hole. I got it. Oh no!
This
no.
is- this is
No,
actually
wait,
lighting-
wait. Red Note. I gotta go down the Red Note rabbit hole.
Oh,
yeah.
When a person comes over to you saying, "What are you good at? I need you to help me with it."
Exactly. This is like full circle.
Right.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Brad Tier Part 3.
Just
with
good
the
enough.
Hawaiian shirt, with the Sasquatches,
I know.
and also whatever shirt you're wearing, because I like the Lakuta and I like the Bullet Bill and I
Super
like
Mario.
I know.
I got my buddy stationary
And then,
astronaut.
yeah, you have a Nick's
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stationary astronaut. I wish you'd get it back
Under
on
Armour
I
again.
want
sweatshirt.
Nick on here.